Let's attempt to read it.
Nick Gallo, OKC Thunder. Jalen, just the concentration that you guys had to have tonight, given how relentless Washington was. What did you notice from your group in terms of being able to keep the pedal down for 48 minutes and not give up that lead that you had been staving off?
Down the stretch, we still played with each other. We were still moving the ball. I think we had a season high in assists, I think. So just trusting each other down the stretch. Defensively, I thought we were able to string along, some crucial stops. And I think that kind of helped us maintain the lead. And then we did a good job managing the clock, not giving them a lot of time to kind of have a rebuttal to some of our buckets. And ultimately, that kind of won the game.
You've developed these types of relationships across seasons and within games. Sometimes they fluctuate. But tonight, it seemed like you and Aaron were just totally on a string. What was working with that connection tonight? Why do you think that pairing really was fruitful?
I think just the action that we're in is typically around the same every game. It just kind of depends on who it is. Wiggs has a really good nose for the ball and knows where I like to be at on the court. And he's really smart, so he's kind of able to find different holes and knock down shots that way. And he's a really good finisher as well, so when he kind of gets around the rim, I kind of trust him to make a play. And it just so happened that within our offense it was him a couple times, but I think everybody understands at the same time it could be anybody in those positions too.
Now that we're talking about Wiggs, I do wonder, because his role has fluctuated a ton this year. Obviously, that's going to come with some March rotation. Some of that is, January is a crazy month. But I do wonder what you've seen from him this year and just how valuable it's been when he slips in on whatever night it might be.
He's super consistent. He knows what the team needs, and he's able to plug in and do that, which is probably the hardest role in the NBA. You not really know when your time is coming, but, constantly being ready. And, he's a true professional when it comes to that. So it's always fun to kind of take the floor with him. He makes very little, no mistakes. Plays hard every night, no matter what his minutes are. Just super solid all the way around. So it's really easy to kind of play off him and be on the court with him.
Mm-hmm. And we've talked about, just your role to start the second quarter, to start the fourth quarter, and kind of made it your playground almost. And especially in that second quarter, you're throwing no looks to Wiggs, you're throwing, snappier passes, you threw the hook pass, lob to Chet. Would you say this is as comfortable as you've been as a passer in the league?
Yeah, I'm just in those positions more and more. I think a lot of it is just figuring out your teammates. The more reps you have with certain players and just roles within the game, and the NBA season is so long, you're going to play with, especially how we sub, we're going to play with everybody on the floor. So I think just understanding my team and get more comfortable with them allows me to do stuff like that. And for me, basketball, that's just how I play, so it's fun to be able to do that. So I think I'm just getting more and more comfortable with my teammates rather than per se me getting comfortable actually playing.
Sure. And with the level of freedom Mark has given you to become that level of creator and whatnot, have you felt this sort of responsibility to become that degree of facilitator or even better?
I'm just kind of taking whatever the defense gives me. Just kind of reading the game. A lot of times it's really just what my teammates are doing and reacting off of them. They trust me to make the right play. I'm just kind of going out there reading the floor. But I think just Mark and the coaching staff giving me those reps and allowing me to kind of go out there and play, knowing that, they'll allow me to make mistakes and learn from it. So I think it's just more of a confidence thing. And like I said before, when I'm out there with my teammates, they kind of trust me to move the ball and kind of look for my own shot. And just kind of the way we play fast and free-flowing, I'm able to kind of get a lot of it within the action.
I just wanted to go back to the fact you guys had 37 assists tonight. I mean, the ball was just really moving offensively. When you're out there, when you're within the flow of the offense, just what's that like when the ball is moving the way it was tonight?
It's fun. Everybody gets a touch, so I think there's a lot of people that want to probably play within that offense. It makes it easier for guys to get open shots and create for himself. Stretches the floor out just the way that we're able to move the ball. Everybody's playing really unselfish right now as well, which is good because, we dropped 2 games that we felt like we could have won. So I think for us to have this game and not part ways with each other, but rather, move the ball and come out the way we did. I think that kind of speaks volumes to our team, so we kind of know what it takes to win.
And you just talked about learning your teammates a little bit more and more. We were just talking to Mark about, Chet being able to find that trail look tonight. And he said, he's just such a unique player. He's a roll threat. He's a pop threat. What goes into, learning a teammate like Chet who's so unique?
I think some of it is just letting him kind of figure it out for himself. And, us being willing to kind of give him those reps. I think he's in the same situation that I was last year, but further along. Just in regards, Mark allows us to kind of go out there and just play and figure out what kind of player we are and what we're comfortable with. And, he's finding that out very fast. I mean, yeah, 30, 32. So he's having, he's taking good shots. He understands, where he's going to be at a lot of times in the game. And then, so he's special. He's able to kind of stretch the floor for us. And he understands that that'll help him also find a lot of his stuff, too.
What was Washington doing right at kind of making you guys tough to get some separation on them?
Made shots. That's just part of the road trip, playing people at home. You're never going to shut anybody out. They hit some tough ones down the stretch too. So again, you got to just kind of tip your hat to those. But I think we got some crucial stops, a couple in a row, and then we were kind of able to stretch that lead to about 10. And the way we were scoring and sharing the ball, I think we were able to kind of hold it there.
Anything else?
Cool.
Thanks, Jalen.
Yeah, appreciate it.